Bingo. Hello everyone, my name is Ross and this is Alex, and today we are going to do a digital unboxing of Tavus.
Tavus? Who knows?
Tavus. So what is Tavus? Tavus is a personalized video, which can mean a lot of things. You record one video and then they personalize it for your audience. So Alex, what the heck does that mean?
Yeah, the reason I brought this to you is I think this can really supercharge a brand's outreach. And what they're doing here, which is not explained very well by this graphic, which makes absolutely no sense to me on their homepage. But what happens here is, let's say I record a video of myself saying, "Hey customer, thanks for your order.
Yep.
We're so glad that you bought from Acme Corp." And then I can duplicate this video automatically, and instead of saying "Hey customer," it'll say "Hey Ross."
Did you say automagically?
Automatically.
Keep going.
Yes. So it'll insert Ross, the word, and my lips should move as if I'm saying Ross.
Yep.
And then I can mass produce this and send this kind of video email message somehow to all of my customers, and every customer feels like they got this personal video from me, the founder of Acme Corp.
This is really gonna take a dump on people who really spend the time to do this, but let's see if it's actually good.
So actually, a part of this uncanny valley though is that today few people actually do that because it's not scalable.
Sure, of course.
Right? And so my sense is the minute the companies start doing this, in the mind of the consumer, do you think that they'll think, oh, like the CEO of the company made this for me? Or because they'll start receiving these from all different brands with the same kind of BS, the consumer will quickly learn that this is just being auto-generated and not care about it any more than just a generic email.
I don't know. I feel like that's a 50-50 split. You know, if it catches on and too many people do it, then it becomes just a waste of my inbox. But I mean, in the now, you know, this is the opportunity to use these services and see if you can just hook someone as a separator a little differently. So I don't know. I'm just curious to see how good it actually looks, or if it's going to be like, you know, the shorting version of me or you or whoever is delivering this. So let's see.
So their use cases, customer success, which is I think what I mentioned.
Yeah.
Hey Blake, reaching out because I want to make sure you're seeing the most value with Tavus. Based on your usage, I think you'd be a great fit for our annual plan. Would love to share more.
Honestly, that was done really well. Let's see what's happening here.
Hey there, Michael. Thanks for filling out the form on our website. It seems like we could be really powerful for linear, and I'd love to get a demo.
So the video for me was not perfect, but the voice was so good that I barely even noticed.
Yeah. I mean, in general, like we listen to the audio first. So, you know, if we think in production terms, it's audio, lighting, video. And video is the most forgivable. If the audio is bad, then we immediately are like, there's amateur, something's off. Like throughout time, audio has been very clean and easy to predict and very unique. Whereas lighting is forgivable, the framing is forgivable, like, but audio, that's our number one indicator. So that's I think working in Tavus's favor.
That makes sense, and frankly, like the videos are so small that if her lips aren't perfectly in sync, I'm not really gonna notice. Like, here we go. Hey, Allison.
Hey there, Allison.
Like, it's good enough.
Yeah. All right. So
Hey there, Casey.
Can we test drive this thing?
Let's see. So let's do the unboxing.
Or yeah.
Get started.
So get started. Request your demo. I'm gonna do
I
that.
don't do that. But what I did do, Ross, was I actually created a video just for you because I was going to my favorite restaurant, which you love so much. It's Hillstone.
Yeah.
Which you call
the Applebee's, the upscale Applebee's.
Upscale Applebee's, thank you. And so I basically made a message from our friend Claire to you, inviting you to join me at Applebee's. And so I guess this is the founder of Tavus, and we'll see how it goes.
Hey Ross, I was talking with Claire and they said you should totally check out the upscale Applebee's tonight. Whatever that means. Hey, I'm just a messenger. This video was auto-generated by the company Tavus, so we make
Tavus. So, honestly, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, can you change the intonation? Like where he was like, I don't really know.
No, so okay. So the way it works is the entire script is pre-written, and you only get to change like a few words. So if
Oh, so they have pre-made. So that one was like a recommendation.
Correct.
Oh.
Correct. And so the way that you would do this in your company is you would record like one full video, and then you would choose like 2 or 3 placeholders, and it just swaps out those little placeholders, right? So in this example that we showed earlier, so this person recorded this entire video and chose those 2 placeholders, and those are the 2 placeholders that get swapped out for every personalized video.
Wow. Pretty cool.
So how would this actually get delivered in the inbox? So because the email itself can't actually have the video.
No, it goes
the email has a link.
straight to spam.
Right. So the email has a link to the video, and you hit the link, and it opens in your browser and plays the video.
Now, is that hosted by Tavus? Or?
Correct. It's hosted by Tavus.
See, so that's the problem for me, because if I click on Tavus and I see this video, I'd be like, what the heck is Tavus? And then I go back and I'm like, oh, this is an AI video.
My sense is that the video is on their servers. My sense is they'll let you embed the video on your own site. So at Budsies, we used something similar to this, where we had this person like hold up a sheet of paper with the customer's name, and it was hosted on our URL, like on our domain, but it was run by a third party. So I think you can embed these videos on your own site.
That I'm interested in.
So I think they did a really good job on execution.
It's also a great idea. Like to me, like can you think of other people in this space that are doing something like this?
Yeah, so there's a company called Windsor that does something very similar.
But would you say it's common? Would you say that there's a lot of these, a few of these?
I'm not sure how common. I mean, I now have seen 2 of them.
Yeah.
And this is a similar product.
Hey there, I'm Pranay, the CEO and co-founder of Windsor. While I don't know your name, I do have this list of people I'd like to reach out to, with each of their names. Now I know, they can...
Same thing.
But this is more geared towards email or...
This is for e-commerce, an email. Whereas I think Tavus is trying to be more generalized, but I think that they're chasing the same product and the same audience.
Same audience, for sure.
Yeah.
So we would say that this is for, if you are a small business owner, and you're trying to reach, personalize your customers, set you apart from the rest. If you have a product that a lot of people use, and build your community. Do you see this happening on an even larger scale, on an enterprise level?
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine just thinking way big here. Imagine if you got an email from Apple after you bought your laptop with like one of those Apple genius people speaking to you personally about the laptop that you bought and making sure that you're happy with it. Like, that could totally happen. The pricing feels high because this is saying $275 for 200 videos a month. So it's over $1 a video, which seems very pricey.
It seems, it's, again, these are all contextualized, where you say, well, if I'm going to use this to the fullest of its max, yeah, I guess. There's just no, to me, there's like, I'd like to know if it works first for me and for my customers, but I guess, it's saying, hey, even if you use this for a month, and maybe that's the problem, is that they see this being used not often. Is more like, I'm going to use it once, I'm going to send them all out, they'll be for a specific campaign, and then I'm not going to get a lot of repeat business. But it's hard to not, like, the question is, would you rather pay per video? If it was like 99 cents a video, would you be more comfortable paying per video?
Yeah, but I would pay like 20 cents a video. So I think it's important to understand, like, what are their actual costs of generating these videos, and if it doesn't come down because of just overall prices coming down on GPUs and hardware, this is a high price to pay.
Yeah.
Also, what this is missing for me is, like, does this really work? So, like, these numbers sound made up, right? Like, these are just very generalized numbers. This doesn't feel like it's based on any real research.
500% the ROI once you spend on marketing, that sounds very robust.
Right, it's just like a giant number.
500%.
So I think what this is missing for me is, like, the data that says, hey, companies that have used this for their retargeting emails, see an ROI increase of X, Y, Z, or right? Companies who use this for customer success get this.
Yeah,
something that
they're just
like
not going to
shows-
have that at this point. I think they're just filling up space, to be honest.
Yeah.
And you know, that's we're so used now to like taking a template of a website and just sticking stuff in. But the reality is that I think this could be very simple, and I think that as they continue to get customers, I'm sure this will be retooled. It's really interesting to me. I think it's very cool. I could see starting a business and wanting to be very personal with the people who buy my product. I would be weary of like the actual technicality of letting them watch the video and the pain of hosting it. I would never embed it in an email. It would never see the light of day. You know, I'm even weary of sending excess links of like what that would look like. I suppose you could embed a picture that's clickable. I think that to me is the friction, and I'd love to see like how that gets solved. But for now, you know, again, it's cool. It's real. It operates well. It doesn't glitch. It doesn't set off my alarms, and it's not a fake person, which is both cool and very scary. So I'm into it.
So you're a thumbs up. I am a hesitant thumbs up as well. My whole thing is, I wonder if 2 or 3 years from now, when everyone's doing this, does this become the kind of thing that if you're a company and you don't do, then people think that you're like
Not personal.
Yeah. Or is it the kind of thing that because everyone does it, consumers really don't care
Just
for
like
it?
we get it. Yeah.
Right. It's like, does this become the standard,
Yeah.
or does this just fall off as being a gimmick?
Yeah.
So time will tell.
Time will tell.
All right, here we go.
Tavus.